Hello everybody and welcome to Facebook Live. I'm going to start out by introducing myself. My name is Anne Marie Heil. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. You can find me on my blog at stampinan.com. And hello, I see more folks are joining. Karen and Patricia. Hi, Terry. Happy belated birthday, Terry. I think I missed saying happy birthday to you on Facebook. So everybody say happy belated birthday to Terry here on Facebook Live today. We'll keep celebrating, Terry. So welcome, everyone. I am so glad you are here today. We're going to make treat holders today. I don't usually do a lot of 3D. I make a lot of cards. So I made these cute treat holders that I shared on my blog today, and I thought it would be fun to just put them together. I know I have some requests for 3D occasionally, and I just don't do it as often as I used to. So I'm trying to get back to that. So we're going to use the Sweet Gingerbread, and I will show you. Oh, Terry says, oh my God, you're so sweet. Totally made my day. Well, happy birthday. I would sing to you, but that's not a birthday present you want. If I had a better voice, I would sing to you, but I don't. So you can pretend. You can pretend I'm singing in my best Mariah Carey voice. How's that? Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. I have a couple little housekeeping things I want to get started with, like we always do, and then we're going to get to stamping. So I want to start out letting you know in the description of the video, whether you're watching here or watching on YouTube, I will post the replay of this video on YouTube afterwards. So I know some people do like to watch over there. So there's a link to my YouTube channel in the description of this video. I would love it if you would head over there and subscribe to my channel as well. And there's also links to shop in my online store if you need any products. If you love what you see today, need to pick up some Stampin' Up! Products, there's a link to shop. There's also a link to my blog post with measurements and supplies for today's card. So if you need to pick up those things, you can click over on my blog and then click on any of the products and it'll take you right to my store to pick them up. Okay. And also my host code is up there with some information about that. So check that out. And you can find everything too on my home base, which is stampinan.com. So I wanted to start out with that. Next up, I have some prizes. We all like prizes. I like to start out the video with prizes. So last week for Facebook Live, I want to start by telling you guys one quick thing. I usually go live Fridays at 4 p.m. Central. For the past, I think, 3 weeks now, I have been going live Sunday at 4. I don't know if this might become a permanent switch for me. Fridays have kind of become increasingly a little bit more difficult for me. I pack a lot of things for some reason into Friday, and sometimes time gets away from me at the tail end of the day. So stay tuned. I am still planning to come on Friday at 4. If it is a permanent change, I will definitely communicate that to you as well. But for right now, Sundays at 4 is working because I miss you guys if I don't go live. So I definitely don't want to miss a live. So Sundays at 4 might work, but check the page. I'll update if I have to switch it. Okay. Last week on Facebook Live on Sunday, I created this beautiful card with this wonderful background with blending brushes, and I would love for you guys to check out this video if you haven't watched it. It's here on Facebook, and it's also the replay is posted over on YouTube as well. But this was the card we made. We had a lot of fun creating this background, and what I did is for everybody who shared the video, I put your name into a drawing to win this card. I love to send out happy mail. It's my way of saying thank you for watching. And so the winner of this card for sharing is Marilyn Allen. Congratulations, Marilyn. I am so excited. I want to get this card in the mail to you. I think I did. Yeah, I did the inside too. So super pretty. And I want to share with you guys, we had, I had my team meeting yesterday, and we had someone here from the Stampin' Up! Home office at our meeting. Chad Williams was here, and we had a fun little show and tell, and Chad got to pick what he thought were the best cards in the show and tell. You guys, spoiler alert, he picked this card. This was one of the winners. So I told him he had great taste. He actually picked 2 of my cards, 2 of the 3. So I was kind of flattered by that, but this was one of the winning cards. So, you know, just it was a fan favorite, so that makes it even more special. So Marilyn, you're getting an extra special card. Marilyn, though, I do need your address. So if you could either message me here on the page on Facebook, just shoot me a message with your mailing address, or drop me an email at annemarieheil@gmail.com. It's just my full name. Anne has an E at the end of it. And just drop me a quick message with your mailing address. I'll pop this cutie in the mail to you, and you can enjoy it or send it on to someone that you love as well. So congratulations, Marilyn. I'm super excited to send that off to you. Now, I had picked a second card. I was in a fall mood when I was pulling my second card. So I picked this card as my second card, and this one went into the drawing for commenters. So everybody who left a comment, whether it was on Facebook or YouTube, I put your name into a drawing, and the winner, I don't think I did the inside. I have to finish the inside. I promise you I will send you finished inside. For whatever reason, I don't know why there's no inside on this. But the winner of this card is Tammy Roble. Congratulations, Tammy. I have your mailing address, Tammy, so I can get this in the mail to you. But Marilyn, I need yours. You guys are so cute. I'm looking at your comments. Oh, Shirley says you should be the winner. Your cards are fabulous. Thank you, Shirley. And Patricia says, congratulations. I can see why he picked it. Carol, that's because your cards are beautiful. Katie, oh, you guys, you're making me feel I'm blushing. Thank you. That is so sweet. I was super excited. I always get excited when things like that are picked. I don't know, it makes me feel kind of special because I love creating. So I love when people see it and they like it. So anywho, winners, I just wanted to leave this up a little longer. Marilyn, Tammy, congratulations. Marilyn, drop me your mailing address, and I've got some beautiful fall happy mail to drop on the mail to you. Yay! Congratulations. All right. Okay, we're going to do the same thing this week. I'm making 2 projects today, guys. So because I'm making 2 projects, I'm going to give one to a commenter and one to a sharer. So please share the video so we can get some more folks watching today, and leave a comment. I love when you guys converse. Like I mentioned last week, I totally forgot to go back. I read all of your comments. I just didn't respond. I don't know why. I think I started to about 16 times, but I don't know what happened. I just forgot about it. And the week went on, and there you go. So Terry says this is why everyone needs to do your retreat. Terry, I'm going to call Terry, you're transition Terry today, because she just brought up the next thing I'm going to talk to you guys about. Terry, thank you for keeping me on track. I feel like Terry's like my hype man today. She's like keeping me on track for what I'm saying. This is what Terry is talking about. The Makers Mojo Autumn Creative Escape, guys, coming up on the 21st and 22nd. This is a fun virtual event that I do quarterly with 4 other amazing Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. We have so much fun at this event, you guys. Terry's been to this event. She knows. It is so much fun. We do it over 2 days. It's all virtual. If you cannot make it, you have access to it forever. And then what we do is at the end of the event, we send you all the links to the presentations on YouTube, so you can watch at your convenience. My fan is making a weird like jingling noise. If you hear it, I'm sorry. I keep hearing it. I'm like, where is that coming from? But this is coming up. I have a registration link in the description of this video. I would love for you guys to join us. Like I said, it's 10 presentations, tons of creative inspiration. We share everything from techniques to fun folds to 3D projects. Sometimes there's home decor. There's tons of information. I think at the last event we shared ideas. There were over 45 projects in the last event, and Terry says it's worth every cent. Terry, I feel the same way, and I'm really glad to hear that you say that too, because we have so much fun at that event, and those events are created with a lot of love, you guys. I love this group of gals, and I'm telling you, there's a lot of awesome creativity in there, and we're kind of like, with our participants, we have so much fun. It's like a little family over there. So, and we have lots of fun. We've kicked off the private Facebook group now. We're starting early in the private Facebook group, and there's more opportunity for prizes the earlier you sign up. We're doing some posts, and Oh, yes, I see your question, Katie. I'm going to answer you in just a second. We've already started doing the play along posts, and so there's lots of opportunities for prizes. And Katie says, "Can you post the link for the event again, please?" Katie, it is in the description of this video. So you probably can't do it when you're watching live, but after the live video, go back to this video, and in the description where all the words are that gives you the date and what I'm using and all my links, there's a link to Maker's Mojo there. So please check that out. What you'll do is you'll fill out a Google form, and then within 24 hours, I will send you an invoice in PayPal. The event is $45 US, and you can participate from anywhere. And it is a ton of fun. There's also, when you click the link in the description of the video, it'll take you over to my blog, which will really describe the event more. But if you have questions, please leave them here in the comments or send me an email. I'm happy to answer them for you. I am so excited for this event, you guys. I can't even tell you. This event, like, I get teary-eyed when I talk about it because that's how much I love doing this event. So I would love to have you join me. And if you want more info, click the link in the description of the video. You're welcome, Katie. Okay, what are we making today? Are you guys ready to go? Guys, I am so tired today. We had a team meeting yesterday, and I presented at our team meeting, and I presented a whole presentation using the soft pastels, and I don't know, there might be more to come on that soon. I may be doing a class because I really had so much fun on it, but you might be seeing the chalks here soon because I really had a lot of fun with it, but I'm tired. It's been like a crazy week. Designing projects, it's very time consuming, but it's super fulfilling and I love it. So anywho, I'm here and I'm going to share with you some 3D items today. So over on my blog today for the Stampin' Sunday blog hop, we are featuring, what is the event called? I might have to turn my fan off. Hold on. I changed out, we had to change out some light bulbs up here, and I think one of them's banging against the glass on the fitting. So I just turned that off so it stops jingling. It's very distracting. So for the Stampin' Sunday blog hop for today, we shared treats, not tricks. That was our theme. And we were all featuring treat holders for all different occasions. I originally was going to do Halloween because, of course, I had trick or treat on the brain. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do Halloween treats. And then I decided to go with Christmas because I wanted to play with a bundle that I haven't played with yet. I mean, I've opened it, but I haven't really done anything yet. So we are going to make these two little treat holders, and one's kind of a cheat because it's a little pre-made bag, but it's still super cute. So I'm going to share these with you, and I'm going to share with you what we're using. So what I'm using is from the mini catalog, the July through December Stampin' Up! Mini catalog, and I'm using a bundle called Sweet Gingerbread. This was one of the first sets I bought when this came out because I loved the adorable little scenes you could create, and I really, really love this fun little font. Oh, I see a question. Chris says she works on Saturdays, so you would miss that day. Is there a way to watch it later? Absolutely, Chris. You will have access to the private Facebook group forever. And then also after the event, we'll email you the YouTube videos for all of them. And also the PDF tutorials will be emailed to you too. So if you can't participate live, that's totally fine. You can watch at your leisure. And another thing we do too is we keep the event the Facebook group is open to everybody who's participating forever, but we kind of have fun things after the event too, where, because a lot of people, Chris, do watch later. So, and we have opportunities for you to share projects that you make with some of the techniques, and we have albums that you can post your projects to. It's a really fun interactive event. So, but yes, that is a great question, Chris. If you can't watch it, you will have access to it. And yeah, and we also do door prizes. Like if you can't watch on Saturday when the actual event goes on, you're not going to miss anything. You'll be counted in for door prizes as long as you're in, before the event closes and all of that. So it's not like you're not going to get something on Saturday if you You'll just have to wait and watch it Sunday. So, but that's a great question. Thank you for asking, because I'm sure other people had that question too. So let's get back to today's projects with Sweet Gingerbread. I love this. And when I started creating my treats, I kind of had this color palette stuck in my head because, surprise, it's pink. But this is super cute. Now the stamp set is really cute, but the coordinating dies for this, and I kind of like to show this up close because sometimes it's kind of tough to see in the catalog sometimes, so it's nice to kind of see a little bit more of an in-depth look at the dies. But there's a really cute little fence. There's a snowy slope. There are some trees, which will cut out the tree image, or you can use them standalone. There's stamps for the little gumdrops, a little walkway, the roof, a little speech bubble that you could kind of have coming out of the chimney here. But super cute little set. I haven't even put it on a magnet sheet yet. Hot mess. I have to organize my craft room so badly right now, but I have too many things going on. So the dies are super fun, and we will look at how to put this together. So we're going to start with this cute little treat bag. So as I mentioned, I was at our meeting yesterday, and I won these treat bags. This was one of my prizes that from the event, and I was like, well, those are kind of cool, because I had to come home and make these projects, and I was like, well, I'm going to use these because they're treat holders and they're new to me. So Peekaboo treat bags. These are in the annual catalog, and I meant to look this up before I went live, because I know somebody's going to ask how much they are, or here they are. Found them faster than I thought. So these are the Peekaboo treat bags. There's 10 of them in here, and they are $6. So that's a good deal. Look at me, I'm all surprised. I'm like, oh, that's a great buy. It's fun when you get something for free, you get kind of excited about it. So they come in two colors. There's white and craft. We're going to use white. And I love these. They have that little Ziploc closure, which is super cool. And as you fill them with product, the bottom kind of puckers out a little bit, so you get a lot of dimension in these, and they stand up too, which is kind of cool. But you could stuff them with just about anything. So we're going to take this, and we're just going to zhuzh it up a little bit and make it kind of fancy. Okay, so we have our blank treat bag, and as I mentioned, I'm not going to do measurements on the live. It's all typed up over on my blog. All you have to do is click that one little link, and it'll take you right over there if you miss measurements, because on the box I have them memorized, but these I don't. It's like, well, I know somebody always yells at me if I don't do measurements, so maybe I'll just measure them. I'll get yelled at, so I might as well do it. All right, this is 3 7/8. Hi, Terry. And Terry, are you watching with Lori and Pam? We have to give them a shout out too if they're there. And of course, my beautiful Chloe, my friend Chloe, my former foster dog Chloe. I have to give her a shout out too. Hello, Lori. Oh, I'm on the big screen. Oh, the pressure. Okay, well, hopefully we'll make this fun for y'all. I'm using my treat bags that I won at the meeting yesterday, guys. So they know. Okay, so this is 3 7/8 by 1 inch, and this is 3 7/8 by 2 1/8. They're 1/8 inches, so we'll keep the ruler handy so I can give you measurements. All right, now this is the Host Designer Series paper. I am using the heck out of this paper, you guys. This is a giant paper pack with a $150 order. Hi, Pam. You can purchase this. It is a huge paper pack. I think with a $150 order, you can purchase it for $18, and this is all US. And I am using the heck out of it, you guys. I probably have like 4 packs of it. I can't even use up 1 pack, and I use it constantly. I almost feel like I use it too much, but anywho, I love this paper. You've got, look at these cute little snowflakes on one side. This one has the fun little candy, which I thought coordinated beautifully. And I love this because it works with so many stamp sets in the mini catalog. So it's a Host set in the mini catalog. It's a great deal. If you have a larger order or get together with your friends, you be the host, get a large order going, and then you can purchase this and use the heck out of it like I do. Okay, so we're just going to, I cut these so it just fits on the bottom. I'm using liquid glue because I want a really good bond on this. And I'm just leaving a tiny little border around the edges. So super cute. And then I'm just cutting this up to about where the Ziploc is. And as I want to have access to the bag, I already got glue on my hands. Go figure. Go figure. Okay. So I would recommend liquid glue for this. Or maybe a Stampin' Seal Plus, because you're going to be getting in and out of it. So Pam says she just ordered her second pack on free shipping day. Yeah, Pam, you know what's up. You know this is a really good paper pack. I'm telling you, I'm kind of obsessed with it. I'm going to be really sad when it goes away, but hopefully I'm going to get some use out of it. Okay, so easy peasy way to dress these up. We'll leave the little window open. Now, you could take a piece of designer series paper and cover the back if you want to as well. I opted not to. I think, you know, really with treat bags, you want that wow factor for the, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. And then people want what's inside. I don't think they care so much about what's on the back. But they're like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. You made this. Now let me eat what's in it. And so you could put a piece of paper on the back. You just have to kind of measure it on the back to cover it. I think it would finish it off nicely, but you know, I have so much of this paper, yet I don't want to waste it. So go figure. It's crazy. Okay, so we have our bag decorated. And look at that, guys. Just 2 pieces of designer series paper. And it just kind of sasses it up a little bit and makes it fun. Next up, let me grab the punches. I forgot them. They're close, though. I'm going to use the heart punch pack. And the only reason I'm using this is because I always forget about it. So this is, these 2 punches come together. It's the heart, and then there's a scalloped heart. I don't know if you can, I don't want you to see me, so I'm trying not to get my reflection in there. But these are fun little punches. So I'm going to, let's stamp the sentiment. What are we doing? Have a sweet Christmas. I think this will work. So we're going to do Memento ink. Katie says she used these bags in DSP pack for Halloween treats for my adult kids. These bags, they're really nice. And for $6, I mean, I'm all about value. I'm all about bang for your buck. So I think 10 treat bags for $6 is a pretty good deal. And they're nice. They're food safe. So, you know, you could even put some cookies in there if you want to. Have a sweet Christmas. Okay, cute. I want to make sure I got it all the way. All right, so we're just going to, oh, I hope, I probably should have measured this. Oh, good, it works. I was like, I probably should have measured where to put this before I stamped it. But I gave myself enough room and it fits. Boom. Easy peasy. No dies needed. And then I am using this fun paper. I got some of this at our team meeting yesterday too. This is the red and white glimmer paper. And this is great. It's a 6x6 pack. There are 8 sheets in here, 4 of each color. And I'm going to use the white because white bag, I'm going to use this. It kind of reminded me of snow. I don't know. I tried it with a couple different colors and I ended up really liking the white glimmer. I tried to color the white glimmer with a Stampin' Blend. I didn't have a lot of success. And I didn't want to ruin my Stampin' Blend tips, so I stopped. But I thought maybe I could color it a different color. But it didn't work out as planned. So we just went with white. And just gonna stick those together. I'm gonna pop it on the bag with Stampin' Dimensionals, but glue it together here. I know it's a lot of white. It was kind of hard to photograph because there was so much white in this, but I think it came out kind of cute. Katie says she put a few pieces of candy in a Starbucks card. Well, I think your kid's got a good, who needs trick-or-treating when you get a Starbucks card? That's what I say. That's like my favorite gift ever to get. So have a sweet Christmas. I've got the little heart just for something different. And I also used my favorite dies, the Stylish Shapes. Guys, I talk about these like a broken record. I think they're the best dies to have. You get circles, squares, and banners, and I use them all the time. So I wanted to bring in a little bit more color, so I popped a little banner behind here, and I like the stitch detail. I popped the banner in Granny Apple Green just to kind of bring some of the extra colors in. Now we're going to do a little stamping. Okay, hold on. Got stuff piling everywhere. This is how stuff starts falling. And so we're going to stamp these little lollipops. And these guys are super fun. And I'll show you how I inked them up. I'm going to need Memento, Polished Pink, Pacific Point, and I have Stampin' Spots here because they were on my desk, so we're using them. Okay, so I'm going to work light to dark. So I'm going to do one lollipop in Crushed Curry. And how a really nice way to ink these up is I want to do the stick of the lollipop black and I want to do the lollipop the color. So I'm just, since they're photopolymer, this makes it so easy for me to ink it up. I'm going to ink up the lollipop first and then, oh, you guys just heard my belly growl, huh? Sorry. Well, maybe you didn't hear it, but it did. Okay, then I'm just going to flip it over and I'm just going to put the stick of the lollipop in the black just to the base of the lollipop. Let's see how we did. We did good. And there you go. That's how you can get a nice two-tone effect. Let me move the bag. I don't want to get ink on the bag. It's a precious commodity. So we did Crushed Curry. Let's do Polished Pink next. And I am going to be a rebel. I am not even going to clean off my stamp in between. How dare she? I know. But I think we can make it work. Do Polished Pink there. And Memento on the stick. If this was hard for you to do, you could even maybe, use a sponge dauber. Or another tip that I kind of came up with out of necessity was you could stamp the whole image and I can never remember Stampin' Up names. Crushed Curry. And you could even just go over the stem with a black marker too. That's another cheat too. If it's too hard to ink the stamp up, just stamp it in one color and then let's see if we can do it. Well, I'm going to get black in my ink pad, but that's okay. Not that much. That's not stamped really nicely, but, and here's just a little black pen and look. You can just color the stem. Boom. That's a quick way to do it too. So if that's hard for you to ink up the other way, go ahead and go that route with a pen. Super easy. Really forgiving. Okay. I am going to clean my stamp after that because that's a lot of pink. Even for me, that's a lot of pink. Okay, next up, we're going to do Pacific Point. Same way. Ink up the lollipop. Oops, I didn't go all the way to the bottom. That's what I love about the photopolymer. It's easy to see where you're putting the ink, and it's actually a lot easier to see in some of these darker colors. So there you go. So we have 3 little lollipops cut out. Now this die set has 2 dies for the lollipops, which is my favorite because then you can do double duty. You can cut 2 at once. So that's something fun. And because I know how much you guys probably wanted to watch me die cut that, I already did it. So boom. So they're all die cut and I am going to save these to make another bag. Okay. So now we just have to assemble it and that's it. Easy peasy for this bag. Okay. So I'm going to put a little Stampin' Seal. Gotta get it started on the back here. To kind of frame my banner. How's everyone's Sunday going today? You guys doing anything fun out there? Hi, Kathy. Nice to see you. Okay. Let's pop our dimensionals on really quick. I'm going to use regular and mini. Where are they? Here are my minis. Oh, they're stuck to something. Okay, so we'll pop. And I'm just going to kind of pop the dimensionals on here, just layering over the banner just to give it a little extra sticky to keep it on. And then we'll pop on, actually, you know what? Regular dimensionals will fit on these. I don't need to use minis. So we'll use regular. It's like these little lollipops are perfectly fit for dimensionals. Linda says she's scrapbooking today. Patricia's cutting back her perennials. Beautiful day in New York. What's the weather like in New York, Patricia? Spoiler alert, and not shocking, it's still 90 degrees in San Antonio. We're like over it. So I'm so tired of the heat. My husband and I were talking today. I'm like, we got to move. I'm from New York originally, so I'm like, I think we need to go back home. It's too hot. I can't stand it. I'm ready for it to be fall. We don't get changing seasons here. We have one tree in our backyard that's confused because it's fall and it's shedding all of its leaves, but it's also 90 degrees. So I think it's just kind of like, I don't know what to do. Okay, we're going to pop this on at an angle. I struggled with doing this because I couldn't figure out how I was going to fit these lollipops on here. And then I just decided to kind of give them their own place. So I popped that at an angle. I'm going to do yellow in the back. Oh, I guess I'm going to cover up my banner. Blue, and I'm just kind of having them all meet in the middle here. And pink, just kind of overlapping a little bit. And it doesn't really matter what it looks like down there because we're just going to kind of cover that up. Okay, I had to make sure my... Oh, Patricia, 61 degrees. Tears are beginning to turn. Katie's doing yard work. Oh, gosh. 61 degrees sounds like heaven right now. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, swoon. That's like my favorite temperature. Well, enjoy it for me. Pam said it got up to 65. And even Katie, 80, a little over 80 I could still take. It's just this 90 degree. It's just getting old. but I can't, I can't complain. I mean, there's always, you can't complain. It always could be worse, I guess. Okay, we're using the black and white checked ribbon, gingham ribbon. I tried this. You guys tell me. Carol says 61 in Connecticut, 65 in Montana. Oh, you guys, after this video, go out and enjoy the weather for me. What do you think? I colored it in Granny Apple Green too. I kind of thought that was cool, or I just left it black and white. Which one do you guys like? I guess I can put on whichever one here you guys like, but I thought it was kind of fun to bring a little bit more green in there, and then I pulled it off at the last minute. So, do you have a preference? Do you like green or do you like white? Terry says, what have you found that works best inside for these little bags? Okay, for this one I stuffed it. This is Werther's Original in it. You could do cookies in it. I know Katie mentioned that she did like a couple pieces of candy and a gift card. You could have the gift card going through the window. That would be kind of cool too. I think there's a lot of possibilities. I kind of have a rule with these pre-made treat holders. If it fits, it gifts. So if you can get it in there, they're surprisingly larger than you think. I don't even know how many Werthers I have in here, but it's a lot. It's a pretty good handful. So so I think just play around with it. I think there's plenty of little treats. I think the little Halloween candies would be cute too, like just those snack size bars. I always laugh that they're called snack size bars because, you eat like 6 of them. So it's just like, why not just eat a regular candy bar? Because 6 of the snack size bars equates to a regular one. Maybe it's just me. Okay, we're liking green. Okay, I'm taking a sip of tea while I'm reading your comments because I know it catches up. You know what? I'm going to use this green bow. I'm not going to waste it. Christmas kisses, Shirley says. And Terry, what part of New York? I'm from Syracuse. Born and raised in Syracuse. Although we haven't been home in a while. I think we've lived in Texas at this point longer than we have anywhere else. But, so I guess Texas is technically home, but New York will always be home. Okay. All right, we're going to do the green. Oh, it's cute. I actually like it better today than I did yesterday. So there you have it. And we'll save this ribbon for the next project. Katie said she put 4 Dove Halloween candies and the gift card. Kathy's from Rochester, not too far from Syracuse. What, about an hour and a half? I can't remember. I always think of everything in Texas distance now. I can't remember. I think it's an hour and a half to Rochester. Maybe 3 hours to Buffalo. I don't know. I got to brush up on my time. I can't remember. So cute, you guys, right? And this is ready to stuff. Oh, we forgot the most important part. You can't have a project without bling. So I'm going to pop on these little Real Red. And I know we use Poppy Parade on here, but you know what? Real Red and Poppy Parade are so close together, no one's going to know. I can't imagine your recipient going, you know, your rhinestones are red and you used Poppy. They're not. They're just, well, they want what's inside. And they're going to marvel at your craftsmanship. So, right? Okay. Super cute, ready to stuff. I am not going to stuff anything in here because this is going to be a prize. So I am leaving it flat. Although I do need to, I got a little glue on the back. Well, if I can't get the glue off, I'm just going to cover it with paper. So, but anyway, this is the completed project. Fill it with some treats of your choice and boom, super cute Christmas gift. And you could do this for any holiday, you guys. Just coordinate your DSP. Once open, does it reseal? It does. So open it up, and it's got a really good seal on it, guys. So I think because it is food safe, it's plastic lined inside. So so it has a really nice seal on it. I was like, wow, this is, I wish grocery stores would look at the seal on these for their packaging. Do you guys ever get that? You get like produce or something and you can't reseal it afterwards. So yes, you can reseal it and it is food safe. So a couple things to keep in mind. So project number 1, done and done. Okay, let's make this box. What do you guys say? They said I used to do a lot more 3D and I just, I haven't been doing it and I don't know why. So it's kind of fun to do a 3D project for a change. All right, we have Poppy Parade. We're keeping the color going. This is the treat box we're going to make next. And I don't know, there's something just happy about these colors. It's kind of Christmassy, but kind of not. So I don't know. I think you could use this really, if you put a heart here instead of the wreath, you could use it for any occasion. So, okay, let me get my scoreboard and a stylus. Okay, maybe we're just going to use the paper trimmer. I was going to use the scoreboard, but my stylus is MIA right now. So let's just use this. Okay, so this is easy. This is 8 inches by 5 inches. And on the long side, we're going to do the first score at a 1/2 inch. Okay, so I'm going to do the 1/2 inch on this side. Score it and then flip it. And then I'm going to do 1.5 inches. So 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches. Let me just make sure my cutting blade is way out of the way. And then we're going to do 4 1/4 inches for the next two. So 4 1/4, 5 1/4. So 1/2, 1.5, 4 1/4, 5 1/4. 4 score lines there, flip it, and then we're going to do a 1 inch score on the long side. Or I guess is that the short side? I don't know, the bottom. Boom. This is a great standard basic box that you will use for a lot of different occasions, guys. And what's kind of cool about this, keep these measurements. If you wanted to make it taller, you would just increase from 5 inches here. You could make it 7 inches tall, use the same score lines. If you wanted to make it shorter, shorten it from 5 and still use the basic box. So keep this one in your arsenal because it's a good basic box to use. So this one little tab, so we're going to start with that 1/2 inch score. I'm going to go in, cut it a little bit of an angle here, and then I'm going to cut this little piece off. And I cut just a little bit of an angle on that tab. And then I'm going to go up here, snip off a little angle, and then we're just going to go in on each of these bottom scores, and I'm just going to do a really, really skinny V. Going to cut a little bit of an angle. It just kind of helps them to come together. So something like that. That's how much you'll take off. Okay. So as I mentioned, this is one, hang on to it, guys. This is a great basic box that honestly, just switching up those measurements for the height of the box, you can use this for so many things. You know, you could alter the measurements just a little bit, make it a little thinner if you want to. It's just, it's a good basic box, and it has a top opening. It doesn't have any kind of closure, which I actually like, because if you do, like in the case that I did this, you have your cello bag popping out. It's just kind of nice to see a little bit of what's inside, right? I don't know. That's why I like this box a lot. I know some people like closing boxes, and they're great. I love those too, but this is just a great basic. Okay, so now we're going to go in. Don't skimp on the scoring. Helps your boxes go together so much easier. And for some reason, Poppy Parade is like a real stiff cardstock. It needs to be scored. Okay. I probably could have scored this before I started cutting, but it's okay. It works. I did. It's a 6x8 cello bag. Katie says, on your blog, did you post the size of the cello bag you used? Here, I'm going to show you where it is too. I need to just keep my catalog handy. That's a good question. So Peekaboo treat boxes are on this page. These cello bags right here, these 6x8 cello bags, these are the ones that I used. They're too long, or they're too wide. I just folded it over on the back. Guys, again, it doesn't have to be a perfect fit. I know a lot of people get hung up on that kind of stuff. Fold it over, tie it off to fit the box. Honestly, the folks who get this, they want what's in there. They don't care that you folded it over. Trust me, they're still going to think it's an awesome presentation. So that's why I like those 6x8 bags, because they're really versatile. Okay, here we go. Now, when it comes to box folds, I like to kind of keep all of my stuff to the back. So any of the connecting points, I like them all to face the back of the box. So I want the front of the box to be nice and easy. Now you can do liquid glue or tear and tape. I would definitely recommend that. When it comes to the bottom, this is a me thing. Again, this is the back of the box where this little connection point is. So for the front of the box, I'm going to tuck the back flap in, the side flaps, and then the front flap. So it's facing the back of the box. On my first box, I did not do that. It's facing the front of the box. It doesn't matter. Again, nobody's caring, because you know what? It's standing up like that. Nobody's going to care. But that's just a me thing. Like I said, I know some people get super like hung up about how everything's folded, but that's just a little tip. Now, what I would recommend doing to get started is, that's the back of the box, this one little seal right here. Let's go ahead and put our adhesive here. We'll start here and then fold this together. So there's we have the box assembled. Now we need to worry about these little tabs. So I'm just going to put a little adhesive on the back of the tabs. And if you want your tabs inside your box, go for it. You can put the bottom together however you want to. No one is going to know the secrets of your assembly. Okay. I'm just going to go in with my all right. Kathy says, you are right. What about the boxes? Yeah, they would. Like, no one's going to know. They're not going to care about the size of your bag. I always used to buy like custom size bags, and then I was just like, no, I can make do sometimes with what I have. Okay, so I'm just using my bone folder, push down, get it sealed, set that off to the side and dry. Now we have this little piece of, look at the fireworks on that side. So cute too. So cute for a New Year's card. Okay, measurements. You guys want to know 2.5 by 3 3/4. And you know what I might do? I think what I'm going to do is decorate this, and then I'm going to adhere it to the box. So, because it's kind of hollow, so I want to make sure I get everything in there. So we have to do a little stamping. Let's get that done. Where is my mat? Here it is. Because these are photopolymer, and we are going to stamp this solid house image here. With photopolymer and a solid image like this, you always want to make sure you have one of these mats. It's going to help to give you a little bit of cushion when you push down and make sure you get a nice solid image. So, and these are available in the annual Stampin' Up catalog, but I'm going to use my ink spot. I don't know why this Crushed Curry and Poppy Parade ink spot just perpetually live on my desk, and I always use them because I know they're there. So that's why I'm using an itty bitty one, because it just never leaves my desk. It's it's the desk ink. We'll go ahead and stamp. Hold it for a second, let it absorb into the paper. And I did okay. When it dries, it looks a little muddy right there, but it'll dry and it'll clear up a little bit. Okay, next up we need Poppy Parade. We're gonna do a little roof, and we are gonna cut this one out. I think the reason I use these ink spots is because they're really juicy and I always get a good image. So I'm like, well, I kind of like these because I have a lot of control over them. Yes, that looks nice. And so I'm so stupid, you guys. Don't listen to me when I do stuff like that. I'm always proud of myself when an image comes out straight. I'm like, yes. Do you get excited about stuff like that? I do, especially like with a big solid image. I'm like, oh, yes, success. I'm kind of goofy today. I'm really tired. So I think that's why when I get really tired, I get kind of punchy. And my Granny Apple Green needs to be re-inked. I don't love how that's better. That leaf didn't stamp nice. So we'll do a second one. All right. You guys still with me? Are you hanging in there? All right. Now we're going to do these little filler images. Whew. Have mercy. Let's hope we get this right the first time around. Okay, I am going to ink up the door in Poppy Parade. Took me a couple tries on the first one. I'm not going to lie. Even though you can see through, it did take me a couple tries to get it lined up. Hold on. Deep breath. Not bad. Pretty good. All right. I'm going to take the door off and put it on another ink block just so I can get some leverage here. This one is the one I had a hard time with, and I want to share with you guys just a couple little tips. Not a hard time, but just learn from my mistake. Let's see. Katie says, you can always count on me to stamp crooked. I'm over the moon when things are straight. Oh my gosh, crooked sentiments are my jam, especially when I put it, and it always happens when I put the liner on the inside of the card first before I stamp. I will always guarantee you I will either smudge ink or stamp it crooked, always. And you think you'd learn your lesson, but you never do. Okay, these windows are connected by a little piece of photopolymer here. Hopefully, there you can see. Word to the wise, when you stamp this into your ink pad, it will pick up ink here in the middle. So be careful about that. You might want to just have like a little tissue to clean that up, or Stampin' Spots work great because I'm just going to put it on this window and this window. So you might want to flip your ink pad upside down and just ink the windows, because when I went right into the ink pad, and I'm not really heavy-handed, but when I went right into the ink pad, I did get some ink. You can even see it stained right there too. No biggie, but just make sure to wipe it off. That's the only tip I found with this. Oh, this one I have a hard time with. I always go too high. Okay, deep breath. Boom. It's not bad. What do you guys think? Is it worth a redo, or do you think it's good? It's just a little teeny tiny bit on the top. Do we redo it or do we go with it? Because it's handmade and no one's going to know. I always say, oh, let's do this. What are the odds I'm going to mess it up? I'm just going to go in with my, you know what? No, I'm not touching it. I just tried to fill in. I missed a little bit of ink there. Go with it. Go with it. All right. Pam and Shirley said go with it. And they are driving the bus on this right now. Sharon, hi. Nice to see you. Sharon says go with it too. All right. You guys you're driving the bus. We're going with it. I mean, I don't think anybody's really going to. Do you think someone would find you for that? I don't. Okay. We have one more stamping thing to do here. Our sentiment, which is from our home to yours. This little piece, like I said, I know someone will yell at me if I don't give you the measurement. So 1.5 by 7/8. Okay. And I pre-cut this. I honestly, the first time I did it, I just did it on a scrap piece and I trimmed it down. And that's what I trimmed it to. So you're welcome. I already did the measurement for you. So you won't have to trim it down. You know, if you cut it to that piece, it'll work, provided you stamp it straight. Let's see. From our home to yours. Perfect. See, that stamped so beautifully, no one's going to notice my window. Okay, I use that banner again for consistency through our projects. I cut that out of the red glimmer paper, and we are just going to, I'm going to give this just a second to dry. My memento is really juicy. So, and I went through and I die cut 2 little leaves. I didn't even stamp them. I'm just going to use the solid image. I saw Shirley. I thought that's what you said. Shirley says, I know you though, and you'll redo it when it's over. You're probably right, Shirley. You're probably right. Oh my gosh, I'm laughing. She knows. Okay, I cut out the roof already. And I cut out the wreath, but I screwed up the first time when I was getting these prepped. I screwed up the house. I don't even know. I guess I could show you. I don't even know if I have it anymore. I think I threw it out, but I had to do this one live because I didn't have one prepped. So this one, you're going to have to watch me die cut. So sorry about that, but it's just one thing. Hi, Anne Margaret. Nice to see you. Welcome. Okay. And I'm going to save these for another project. Well, actually, I'm going to save them for another box. I am going to have to make another box because I have to send it flat to the winner. I'm not going to be able to send it assembled like this. So I am going to have to make another one. Shirley called it. And secretly, I also did it that way in case I screwed up. So I'm learning from my mistakes. The old me on Facebook Live would be like, oh my gosh. Now I'm like, nope, I just make extra because I know I'm going to do it. Okay, hold on one second. I'm going to move the machine just to turn this to me. So I'm going to fit this over the top. And you probably saw on top of my cutting machine, I always like to just keep some well-loved washi tape there that's still a little bit sticky, but not super sticky. Because this one, I want to make sure I cut it evenly. Actually, that doesn't bother me that it's not completely stamped. Hi, Mary Ellen from Montana. Nice to see you. All right. Cut this through. It's the only die cutting we have to do. The house is so cute, isn't it? And I don't know, this is so funny. I don't know why these colors, Poppy Parade and Crushed Curry. And you guys, I am using a lot of Crushed Curry lately. So you guys might need to call someone because for me to be using this much I've been using more Crushed Curry in the past weeks than I have probably ever. So I might need a colorvention, guys. Is it possible I'm starting to like Crushed Curry? Maybe. Can I believe I just said that? No. All right. I always have to put my dies away. You guys know me. I'm going to lose them. I don't know why this color reminds me of Ronald McDonald. I don't know why. Crushed Curry and Poppy Parade. Anybody else see it? Now you'll probably not unsee it. So Anywho, I want to pop this up and give it some dimension. It's a little tricky because it's too big for mini dimensionals, so you do need to cut them down. So I'm just going to do a couple little strips of dimensionals. If this is too much work for you or you don't like that, then just glue it to the house. But I like dimension. And you can actually do these in any color. I mean, I love this from our home to yours sentiment. And this font is so playful and fun. I just love it. That little tiny H just makes me happy. I don't know why. It's just cute. Okay, so I took one Stampin' Dimensional and cut it into 4 strips. And I'm sure there's one person watching who rolled their eyes and went, oh, why? So, because I want dimension. Hi, Veronica. She says colorvention. I love it. I know. Oh, I have such an aversion to crushed curry. Cajun craze and crushed curry, if you visited me before, you know, they're just not my favorite. But I have been using so much of those colors this year. Yeah, I'm starting to scare myself. I wanted to do this project in polished pink and I stopped, and this is what I went with. I don't know what happened. We might need to talk about that. Okay, the wreath. Now the wreath you could pop up too, but well, you know, I guess we could pop it up. I think it'll fit a mini dimensional. Let's try it. Why not? Well, I guess I need to find the mini dimensionals. Here they are. If you guys know me, there's always gonna be one more detail that I want to do. Okay. You can pop it up. A mini dimensional fits in there really nicely. I guess I'm going to kind of pop that at a little bit of an angle. Oh yeah, that mini dimensional, on my first card, I glued it down because I didn't think it would fit. And on this one, it fits really nicely. There's a nice area where you can pop a mini dimensional there. So fun tip. And of course, I'm just going to put these on there now because green holly berries, that's not pretty. We have to make them red and sparkly because everything's better with a little sparkle. Could I use my take your pick tool on this to make my life easier? Sure could. Am I going to? Probably not. Because now I have one more left. Why get the tool out now when I should have just grabbed it in the beginning, right? Cute. The little red sparkly holly berries like make it, I think. And the little pop of glimmer. I love it. Okay. Now, let's get some, oh no, okay, 2 trees. Thought we lost a tree. Crisis averted. I'm going to put a couple layers of Stampin' Seal on this. Try and get it as much in the center as I can. And then I'll go in with dimensionals on these. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? Just because you guys can watch me put dimensionals on and we can chat. We're having nachos tonight. I don't know why I was so excited to tell you that, but we're having nachos tonight in case you care. I'm really excited about it. I really wanted nachos today, so for some reason I'm really excited about that. I can't believe I just said that the way I said it. We're having nachos. I was really proud of that. I hope you guys are laughing. Oh my gosh, I'm overtired, so I'm a little punchy. But it's fun. Oh, banana muffins, eggs, and sausage. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love breakfast for dinner. That's another one of my favorites. Cabbage soup and sandwiches. You guys are making me so hungry right now. All of that sounds good. I am always... I always like to hear what other people are having for dinner. I still can't believe I said that the way I said that. Oh my gosh. Someone's going to be watching this on a replay going, wow, okay, she's really excited about those nachos. You're darn tootin' I am. Can't believe I just said that either. It's okay. I'm goofy, you guys. Okay, so now when I put this on here, that's kind of why I wanted to leave it off the box too, just so I could kind of work with my placement a little bit. I want this a little lower. Nachos sound good. They do, don't they? You know, anything with cheese. It's not even about the meat for me. We're doing bean nachos. And, but it's all about the cheese. It's all about the cheese. Sorry. Said way too passionately. Okay. These little guys, because what I'm doing with them is I'm just kind of grounding them in the corner here to kind of cover up this little tiny gap. You can place them wherever you want to, but I'm just going to put a little bit of Stampin' Seal on there. Veronica says Southwestern chicken and rice foil packets. That sounds really good. Anything with Southwestern flavors, always a win in my book. And I'm just kind of putting them right in the corner. They're going to cover those windows a little bit too. You could put them out to the edge if you want to. You do you. Put your trees where you feel like they should be. But I just like to tell you my processes. And a little Stampin' Seal. You could do liquid glue too, but at the rate I'm going, I'm afraid I'm going to make a mess. So that's why I'm using Stampin' Seal. Tacos. Linda says tacos. It's Taco Sunday. Tacos are good any day of the week. That chicken and rice foil pack sounds really good. I'm like all excited about what everybody's eating for dinner. See, this is how we can get fun dinner ideas for the week. Can make that happen. Okay, liquid glue, the front of the box. And that's kind of why I like to assemble it this way, because since there's nothing in the box, I just feel like I can get everything on a little bit straighter by just adding one piece. So cute, you guys. I love that little trio of berries. And then what we'll do is we'll take one of those 6x8 cello bags. In case you tuned in late, I folded it over on the back. It's too big. Don't worry. No one cares. And there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was my stomach again. Sorry. It's growling, all this food talk. I think I have 6 Ghirardellis in here. I just kind of stacked them on top of each other. There's some red and green in there. There's dark chocolate. Folded it over to fit. It pops in the bag. And I think 6. Let me count. Hold on. Let me move it closer to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 in here. I think you could get 7 or 8 in here, to be honest. I was kind of conservative, but my Ghirardelli stash is a little low right now, thanks to my husband. Every time he comes in my craft room, he leaves with chocolates, so I am going to have to replenish. But there you have it, and it slides in and out and just kind of pokes out the top. And you could put anything in here. You could even fill the bottom with shred and do some different candies if you wanted to color coordinate, but super cute, right? But this little box, guys, put it in your arsenal. It's a cute little keeper for all occasions. And I love it with the 6x8 cello bag. Trim off any excess on the top, and I just tied it off with the black and white. So there are our projects. Side by side, we have our peekaboo treat bags, which were super easy because the bag was already made and it holds a ton. And then we have the cute little box. What do you guys think? Fun. Do you like doing 3D? Should I do 3D more often? I kind of strayed away from it, but every once in a while, I think it's kind of fun. This just makes me happy. It's just such a happy little box. And I love that it's not just for Christmas. So anywho, those are the projects today for Facebook Live. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I love visiting with you guys on Sunday. It's like the highlight of my day. And it just makes me happy to stamp along with you and have some fun. So I hope you found some inspiration today. I hope you all have a great rest of your day and a good week. Please check out the information from Maker's Mojo. I'd love to have you join us again. The link's in the description of the video. Check it out. If you have questions, let me know. But get registered. Registration's open right now. I don't want you guys to miss it, okay? All right. Y'all take care. Have a great day. And happy stamping out there. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.